Hi, my name is Gschwandtner, and welcome to Selling Power TV. Today, we have the great pleasure and honor to speak with John Pereira. He's the Chief Marketing Officer of Highspot.
Gerhard, how are you? Nice to be here.
I'm very excited. I've followed your company for many years now, and you have created a wonderful organization. Tell me a little bit about what you do and what impact you're making in this world.
Highspot is a sales enablement platform, and essentially it's a very comprehensive approach to help improve sales productivity. And what that means that we build is a SaaS platform that has sales content management, sales training, and sales coaching. We differentiate in three big areas. Number one is product, capability, and technology. And uniquely, we can actually go into your sales team. If you have 1,000 salespeople, 10,000 salespeople, 100 salespeople, understand what are the behaviors of the reps that are winning most often. Number two, I think we're the only sales enablement vendor that actually has a methodology, a process for sales enablement. We call it our strategic enablement framework. And that's really important because if you have one person on your sales enablement team, 5 people or 50, you want to know what a winning good process looks like. And then the last one, Gerhard, is services and support. We've worked super hard to hire people who have been sales enablement leaders or practitioners so that we can give expert advice to help our customers be successful.
I see a trend that there's a shift from sales enablement to revenue enablement, where companies have now COOs and the sales enablement people are now helping marketing people and having a role in helping customer success teams. How do you see that shift right now?
Originally, it was about driving sales productivity and scaling what good looks like with sellers. Increasingly, it's become around these other dimensions that speak to this trend you're describing. The second thing is that increasingly, as we move towards more of a subscription economy, in a world where every single customer interaction counts, you have to go beyond sales enablement to every single function that's touching your customers. And that's what increasingly people are calling revenue enablement.
I've heard about the Highspot University, and I'm very intrigued about that. Can you tell us more?
We've got more than 1,000 customers globally. Those are companies like Staples, Aetna, HSBC, John Deere, Siemens. With those as backdrops, we knew that right now is the right time to release Highspot University, which essentially does a couple of different things. First of all, it helps us scale what good looks like and best practices. Number two is that other point I made. If somebody needs Highspot expertise at their company, we now have a system and a platform that provides credentials. In the same way you might be looking for a Salesforce certified administrator, you now can find a Highspot certified professional to help you grow your business. The third thing is kind of about the people of sales enablement. We are obviously deep believers in sales enablement. We want to grow their careers. Having that credential that's afforded to you from Highspot University helps them with their careers, helps them move, helps them grow, etc.
So what do you see on the horizon for sales enablement? What will the future look like?
We'll absolutely go from sales enablement to revenue team enablement driven by the CRO, because you need a consistent platform, you need a consistent set of analytics to equip, train, coach everybody that touches the customer. So that's number one. Number two, buyers are getting much more sophisticated. They don't want to talk to reps as much. And the products that we sell are actually getting more sophisticated. So sales enablement has to now cater and coach sales reps to be strategic advisors, to be much more consultative, to have deep expertise. The last one I'll mention is we're about to go through a wave of very significant vendor and tool consolidation. So we will see not only consolidation of vendors, we're also going to see sales enablement know-how, content, and training show up in the places where sellers are.
So now there is something really new going on, which is ChatGPT, that's going to revolutionize everything. What's your take on how does it impact sales enablement?
ChatGPT is like mobile or like cloud in that it is massively disruptive. And at this moment where sales productivity is king and the pressure on margin and cost is so high, we have to look and lean into the innovation of ChatGPT for sales enablement to up our game. I think in the next 6 to 12 months, you'll see Highspot and other vendors, and we're going to make some really fun announcements in a couple of weeks at our Discover launch event. But I look at 3 areas. Number one is sales training, which is something we've spoken a lot about. Designing a course is a lot of work. And if we can take a lot of the work out of that so that a course designer can make it interesting, engaging, that's really cool. So if you can upload a lot of content into Highspot, and we can now use ChatGPT to say, hey, design a course that's based on this set of core content and knowledge we need people to know. It's going to give me 60 or 70% of the head start that an educator needs to correct. And then they can use their energy on the cool stuff, which is making it engaging. Number two is coaching. Well, ChatGPT and bot type technology can help prepare reps and do a lot of foundational coaching that takes some of that load off the shoulders of the sales manager, and more importantly, helps that rep get ready. The last one that I would mention is ChatGPT probably is the new user interface for sales enablement. In the new world, maybe you click your Apple Watch and you say, I want all the case studies where we switched from competitor A over to us from France in the enterprise. And ChatGPT will go fetch that from the Highspot repository. And now you can imagine actually hundreds of scenarios where you're using that ChatGPT intelligence to fetch information for you at the moment of need so that the seller is better equipped to handle any customer question.
Thank you so much. That was a fascinating conversation. We have to do it again soon. And anybody who wants to improve their sales organization and their customer success and marketing organization, go to highspot.com.